guys, it's your boy, Barca Boy 103. It's the big one. Today we're going to be doing the match preview for Napoli versus Barcelona in the second leg of the playoffs in the Europa League. We are down to the wires, ladies and gentlemen. We have to win this game, of course, with no away goals now. A win means we move on. A lose means we're out. And if we draw, it will go into extra time or maybe even penalties. So Barcelona had to be on their game in order to progress to the next round and not go trophyless this season. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get the 200 likes on this video. It'd be very much appreciated. And also make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. And let's get into it. Kickoff time for this match will be taking place at 9 p.m. local time, so your regular Europa League kickoff time. And this match will be taking place at the Diego Armando Maradona Stadium, which of course is Napoli's home stadium, and the referee for this match has also been confirmed, and it will be the Russian referee Sergei Karasov. Let's now take a look at our opponents in Napoli. Of course, Napoli are one of the most historic teams in the world, but we did face them about a week ago now, and it was a 1-1 draw at the Camp Nou. Again, match reviews on the channel. Pretty much we had a slow first half and they scored. Second half we killed them and we end up scoring a penalty, but in the end we couldn't get that important win. Now Napoli are still sitting third in Serie A on 54 points after playing 26 games. They have 16 wins, 6 draws, and 4 losses, but in their last 5 games in the league, they are undefeated with 3 wins and 2 draws. But they could have went top of the table to the Serie A this weekend, but they ended up dropping points 1-1 against Cagliari, which in the end was not a good result for them. And they also played on Monday, so they are coming to this match with 24 hours less rest than Barcelona, because they did play, of course, on Monday. Now, if you look at the lineup for this match, they went with a 5 at the back. They had some rotation there after playing Barcelona in the Europa League. Some notable absentees in that lineup: Insigne injured, Di Lorenzo went off injured, Fabian Ruiz didn't start the match, and Guiz is going to be out for a few weeks. A lot of players out, and of course their star striker Osimhen was rested on the bench, but in the end he did score the winning goal coming off the bench. And in this match, Napoli were very poor in the first half and also the start of the second half as well. Then they brought on the big boys, Osimhen and Fabian Ruiz. They gained control of the game, and in the end they got an 88th minute winner. It was a typical cross from Mario Rui from the left hand side, and Osimhen with the open header, and he made it 1-1. In this match, Napoli did not play great, but in the end they got the draw, which of course is better than losing. Now for our lineup prediction, we could see something like this in the 4-2-3-1. Of course, Mertens, the cup goalkeeper, will come in. Malqui will say come in at right back if Di Lorenzo is injured. We're not quite sure yet. Rahman and Koulibaly will 100% be the center back pairing, with the left back being, of course, Mario Rui. Double pivot is a big question, of course. Anguissa is going to be out. It will be Fabian Ruiz and someone else. Now we could see the German Demi coming in. Of course, at cam will be Zielinski. On the left will be Dries Mertens if Insigne is out injured. He's still a big doubt, but he could be on the bench, or he could start with, some drugs in the system. On the right will be Ilmaz. Of course, he played on the right at the Camp Nou. He did pretty well, and with Insigne being out, they want that control in the midfield on the right hand side. And of course, up top will be Osimhen, who was rested on the weekend, so this could be a very ideal lineup we could see Spalletti select for this match. So overall, again, we know about Napoli. We played them about a week ago. Very strong team, very compact, good intensity pressure in the midfield as well, and they're very well managed by their manager Spalletti. He has great experience in the Europa League, Champions League, Serie A, and many other different leagues. Now players to look out for Osimhen. He's doing well over the past few weeks. We could see Juan Jesus coming in. He did well at the Camp Nou. Fabian Ruiz dominating the midfield as well. A lot of players to look out for, and of course Dries Mertens at the Diego Armando Maradona Stadium always puts on a show, and in that stadium they're expecting around 40,000 fans to be there and support the team. So with that behind their backs, it will be a difficult match. So in order for Barcelona to win this match, they have to control that midfield battle and also finish their chances. If you're wasteful in front of goal, they will punish you. Now if Barcelona do progress to the next round of the Europa League, there are 2 players on yellow card suspension watch. Those 2 players are Gerard Pique and Pablo Gavi. If they get a yellow card in this match, they will be suspended for the next round of the Europa League for, of course, only the first leg. Let's now take a look at the squad list. The squad list for this match has been released and confirmed, and it is as follows: Ter Stegen, Des, Pique, Araujo, Busquets, Ricky Puig, Dembele, Adama, Braithwaite, Neto, Pedri, Luke de Jong, Jordi Alba, Ferran Torres, Frankie de Jong, Mengueta, Eric Garcia, Aubameyang, Nico, Gavi, and Arnau Tenes. So no real surprise. The big surprise, in my opinion, is no Memphis Depay. Again, he was not able to make this match, but hopefully he'll make the match on the weekend against Athletic Club. Other than that, no other surprise. surprises. Let's now get into Marc-Andre Ter Stegen's press conference reaction. Of course, in the Europa League or European competition, a player always accompanies a manager, and today Ter Stegen was selected. So let's get in and see what he had to say. That's by saying that people think and speak knowing more than me. If I were wrong, I wouldn't be on the pitch. I have responsibility for myself, for the team, and for the club. I'm fine, and I will do my best. Of course, answering critics from the media. In football, there are good and less good moments, but I feel good, and the team is also good now. I wouldn't be on the pitch if I weren't out of shape. We are playing much better than a few months ago. We can see our identity at the club, but also the growth of the youngsters, and what we want is to always win everything. We have improved in many aspects. Xavi has a clear idea and how he wants us to play. No game is easy. We have to suffer to win, and we know that Napoli is a great team. I've always tried to improve in these years. You've always have to work well and recover well. I haven't had any injuries, and now I have to work to improve on myself like the entire rest of the team. You always want to be in the best of conditions. So again, Ter Stegen answering those questions about maybe he's playing injured and not giving Neto an opportunity. Some journalists write things to add more fuel on the fire. I see it. I know it because it's their job, but I'm calm because I know what I'm doing in my job. We are convinced that we are doing things well and we are playing well. We are calm. However, this is a game against a great rival, and we're going to have to give everything to win. And lastly, he was asked about the possibility of this match going to penalties. He said, I'm going to try to stop everything that reaches the net for goal. You have to be prepared. I'll try and have a good training session after this press conference, which will always help me. Let's hope we can win in 90 minutes. But if we have to go to penalties though, I will be ready. And he also mentioned that Barcelona have some great penalty takers as well. And that concluded Marc-Andre Ter Stegen's press conference reaction ahead of the match against Napoli tomorrow. Let's now get into Xavi Hernandez's press conference reaction. Of course, his press conference this afternoon, he was asked a lot of questions by the media. So let's get in and see what he had to say. Starts off by saying we will approach this game the same way as we always have, whether we're winning 2-1 or 3-1. We have to dominate. Napoli will put pressure on us, and it'll be a very intense game. You have to be brave and create chances. It will not be easy. It will be a battle for who has the ball and possession. Napoli are a Champions League level team, but it's a good test to prove that Barcelona can compete in Europe. Every game for us from now until the end of the season is a final. It's another qualification, another final. We are motivated and we have to compete. We have to be ourselves. We're making progress, and this is the way forward. It's an extra motivation, and it's an honor to play here. He was a reference for everyone. We keep watching videos of him and we get emotional. He would have been the best in history if Messi did not appear, and of course he is talking about Diego Maradona. It would be a big disappointment if we do get knocked out at this stage in the Europa League. We are very excited about this competition. We want to compete in the Europa League against a big rival like Napoli. If we're at our best level, we have many options to make it through to the knockout rounds. I predict a very tough game. If you let me choose, I want to play well and win. Playing well leads to good results, but there have been games with me as a coach in which we played well, but we didn't win. Tomorrow is a test to know where we are. We are in the Europa League, but Napoli are a Champions League level rival. It's a great reevaluation for us. And lastly, Xavi was asked about the contract renewal situation and the situation itself about Ousmane Dembele. He said, knowing that he was not called up, he has been a great professional. This is why we have decided that he should play in the team. If he had been unprofessional, it could have been different. Let's see what happens. He's a football player that I like and can have a big impact on this team. And that concluded Xavi's press conference reaction ahead of the match against Napoli tomorrow. Let's now get into the lineup predictions. Of course, we're going to start off with the manager, Xavi Hernandez. I'm going to try my best to predict this lineup, but it's going to be very, very difficult to predict. Will he go with the same lineup against Valencia? Will he make some rotations, bring in some of the starters back in the team? I'm not quite too sure, but I think he will go with this lineup on the screen right now. I think I'll go with Ter Stegen in goal, a back four of Des, Araujo, Pique, and Jordi Alba, midfield three of Busquets, De Jong, and Pedri, and a front three of Ferran Torres, Aubameyang, and Gavi. Now, starting off with the back five, I think this is 100% guaranteed. Of course, Ter Stegen, Jordi Alba will be suspended for the weekend's match, so he'll be playing this game 100%. That's coming back at right back. Of course, Dani Alves is not registered. Two center backs, Araujo and Pique. Now, Eric Garcia left the match the other day with some discomfort. Probably won't start this game. It will be Pique coming back from suspension from the weekend. And, of course, Araujo. Now, midfield and the front line is where things get tricky. Now, the way I see it is that Xavi wants to play Pedri, Gavi, De Jong, and Busquets. Of course, he can't play midfield four unless he wants to play with, two front players. I don't think he'll pick a midfield three. I think he can go with, of course, Busquets will be holding Capitano 100%. The question is who play in front of him. Will it be Pedri, Gavi, Gavi, De Jong, Pedri, De Jong? We don't know that combination. I think if he was to pick a midfield three, he would go with Pedri and De Jong. But of course, Gavi is an absolute warrior. So what he'll do, or what I believe he'll do anyways, is stick Gavi back on the left wing. Now, of course, based on the two questions, who will be the two other strikers? Aubameyang just got a hat trick. You can't drop him, so he's going to start this game 100%. And he'll go with his golden boy, Ferran Torres, on the right, which does mean that Adama Traore and Ousmane Dembele will not be starting this match, in my opinion, for Xavi. I think that midfield combination is too strong for Xavi to drop all of them. So in the end, he'll end up dropping an attacker, in my opinion. So that is the line that I think that Xavi Hernandez will select for this match. But of course, let me know down in the comments below what you think Xavi will go with. Now I'm going to show you guys my lineup, what I would do if I was the Barcelona coach. I have made a few changes from Xavi's lineup, and that lineup on the screen right now, I would go with Ter Stegen in goal, a back four of Des, Araujo, Pique, Jordi Alba, midfield three of De Jong, Gavi, and Pedri, and a front three of Adama Traore, Aubameyang, and Dembele. So of course the back five stays the same for me, no doubts about it. Now in the midfield and the attack, I have made a few changes. I have dropped Busquets. I just want some energy in that midfield. I know for a fact that if Busquets is there, away from home, they will outrun him. You have Ilmas, Demi, Fabian Ruiz, Dries Mertens, Zielinski. They're going to outrun him. Of course, at the Camp Nou, we played without Busquets. We did rest him, and we did okay. I think we had Busquets. It could have been a lot worse. I would go with De Jong as the holding, Gavi on the right, Pedri on the left, no doubt about it. Which means that we have proper wingers, and I would drop Ferran Torres, man. He's just in front of goal. He's not clinical enough, in my opinion, right now. Of course, in the future, that could change. But right now, in a cup competition where we have to win the game, I don't want to give Ferran Torres more opportunities for him to miss. So I would go with Adama Traore on the right, Dembele on the left, have those pure wingers there to exploit the fullbacks of Napoli, and the killer, number 9 in the box, in Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Now, of course, you could say Adama Traore and Dembele can't finish either. But we've seen a lot of Ferran Torres over the past few games. He hasn't impressed me in front of goal, of course. So I would give the trust to Dembele and Adama, and of course bring on Ferran Torres off the bench. So that's the line that I would select for this match. But of course, let me know down in the comments below. Would you rather pick my lineup or Xavi's lineup? Time now for my score prediction. What do I believe the result will be in this match? I've gone with Barcelona to advance. I don't know what will happen, whether we'll win or we'll go to extra time and win or win on penalties. I have a feeling that Barcelona will progress to the next round of the Europa League, but I don't know how. All I know is that Barcelona have to be clinical in front of goal, win the midfield battle, and we can go on to win this game. We play the exact same way we did against Valencia, of course, with a great first half and a crappy second half that was a bit conservative, but we finished our chances. I think we can progress, but of course, it's going to be difficult. It won't be easy. I do think there's a good chance that Napoli will move on. I'd probably put it right now, 51% Barcelona, 49% Napoli, just because they're coming to this match not on great forms. 2 draws, we won on the weekend, they didn't. So with that being said, I think Barcelona will progress to the next round very, very narrowly, but of course, let me know in the comments below what you think the scoreline will be. So that was my match preview for Napoli versus Barcelona in the second leg of the playoffs in the Europa League. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course, leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing I want to know firstly is your prediction. Do you think Barcelona will advance or get knocked out? Secondly, on the lineups. Firstly, would you rather pick my lineup or Xavi's lineup? What do you think Xavi would go with? What would you go with if you were the manager? Leave me all your thoughts down below, and of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the live watch along. Set the reminder on the screen and come and join me, watch the game with me. Follow straight after the match, my match review. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Big game ahead. We have to progress and win a trophy this season. So I'll see you guys then. Take care and Forza Barca.